Hey YouTube and horror fans, this is Matt from You and Your Horror Movies, and I got another update for Blu-rays and DVDs. The first Blu-ray, of course, is the Halloween box set. How beautiful this is done. I'm not going to show much of it because there's a million unboxing videos out there. So, yeah, Halloween, beautiful box set. Alright, let's get some other Blu-rays out of the way. Oh, here they are. TV show of American Horror Story Coven. Great version of the witches and everything. Awesome. I had part 1, so part 2 of Sharknado, the second one. Very cheesy, flying sharks everywhere. A ton of cameos. I swear to God, there's like a shit ton of cameos in this film. But this one was actually interesting. And I also picked up of Amazon All Hallows Eve and Mischief Night, the Halloween double feature. This was cheap. It was like only $8.99, I think it was, or $6.99, one of the two. But yeah, this was a pretty cool feature. I gotta watch them. I did pick up a couple steelbooks. One is Tom Cruise in War of the Worlds. Pretty cool little steelbook. And my other one I picked up is the Godzilla steelbook, and if you can hear it, makes a little noise. It's all got how the cover is all upped and risen. Kind of cool, little neat. Makes noise. Even the back, the whole tail is all elevated. So I just wanted to get it for the steelbook. I know the movie wasn't that great, but I'm a big Godzilla fan. All right, now for the DVDs. Picked up Tourist Trap. Great little slasher from the 80s. Gave it a watch the other day. So much fun. Next one. Yeah. SSSS. No, just kidding. You know how to say this movie. Pretty cool. Mad scientist turns someone into a human snake. Fantastic. I think it was 70s. Next one I picked up is an old Anchor Bay called The Dark Room. I don't know anything about this film. I just saw old Anchor Bay and picked it up. Another one had 2 different covers. This looked interesting. If anybody's seen this film, let me know. And another one at FYE I found is called Ghost Rig. Found this pretty cheap. Looked pretty cheesy. Give this one a watch. But I did find it at FYE for $5.99 is Dario Argento's Demons. I saw this, and this was the first thing I threw in my hand and I wouldn't let go. Had to pick this one. This is the old Anchor Bay edition. Gotta love it. So now I gotta find part 2 in my journeys. Next I got this on eBay. It's called Shake, Rattle, and Roll 12. There's a total, I think, 14 of these films. This is a Filipino horror movie. They're short stories. One's about a killer doll. Another one is, I think, a professor that's a not of this world or a creature type. And I don't remember what the third one was. But I got to give this one a watch. This looked really good. Oh, I think the third one had killer fairies and some other fairy type creatures. So yeah, Shake, Rattle, and Roll 12, Filipino. Give that one a watch. Picked up from the Roger Corman Classic is a Slumber Party Massacre collection. 1, 2, and 3. Gotta love those. I found this is the Species collection. It's got Species 1, 2, 3, and 4. I just wanted to get for the whole entire setup. I knew there was a part 1, 2, and 3 out there collection, but I knew Sci-Fi Channel put out a part 4, and they actually put out a complete set of all 4 movies. So I wanted to get that for all 4 of them. So I checked out Big Lots the other day for $3. Good old Frankenfish from the director of Spawn there. This was a Sci-Fi Channel film. This one was actually really good. If you've never seen this movie, pick it up. It's corny as hell. Not a lot of bad CGI. Some of the fish were, the rubber, latex. A lot of fun. Picked up Boogeyman 2. This one's more of a slasher than the first one, because unfortunately the first one I thought kind of sucked. So I picked up part 2 for $3, and this was got Tobin Bell in it, and it's pretty much a slasher in a psych ward. And they also had for $3 was Boogeyman 3. I don't know much about this one. This one more, I think, is more of a creature boogeyman, but I think I'll give this one a watch. Next, I found is the original Boogeyman and the Return of Boogeyman. This is from 1980. This is my 80s slasher groupage. So I definitely got to check this one out. I've been hearing good things about this film, so I picked that one up. And last is the 80s version of Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Got Donald Sutherland and Leonard Nimoy. This is the best remake out there, and it's also the MGM 90 year cover. Well, the stupid card that they give you. So I threw the card in the front because it looks neat, but it's still the original DVD. Hated how they did that. All right, so that's that setup. Now I went on a little buying spree on Amazon, and I bought a bunch of these ones. I picked up Warlock 2, The Armageddon. This one's a lot of fun. He goes after these magical stones to destroy the earth. Like in the first movie, he was going after the Devil's Bible. It's got some pretty funny effects. Pretty interesting kills. Now I gotta get part 3, even though part 3 kind of sucks. Next one is Grizzly Park with a cool slipcover, which I didn't know had a slipcover. And this was a lot of fun. I watched this the other night. Pretty much these juvenile delinquents are in a program to clean up the park. There's a serial killer on the loose, and there is a killer grizzly on the loose. Pretty cool premise. I like how it's all nice and shiny. That's also, I think, a sci-fi movie. Speaking of sci-fi, I picked up Hammerhead. I watched this last night. This was a lot of fun. It's got Jeffrey Combs in it and William Forsythe, where Jeffrey Combs is a mad scientist who his son is dying from bad kidney failure, and he genetically alters his son with a shark, a hammerhead shark, to cure him, and it turns into this shark-human hybrid. Now he wants the shark-human to mate with women. Very cool movie. I enjoyed that one a lot. Also from Amazon, Death Watch. Pretty cool war horror film. Yeah, I'm trying to think the best way to say this without ruining the movie. If not, fuck it. Great film, pretty cool deliverance of hell and how everything is warped for these soldiers. Really good movie. I've never seen Death Watch. I'd strongly suggest it. Picked up Eye of the Beast, another weird sci-fi movie. This one's about a killer octopus. It's got James Van Der Beek in it. This one's a good watch, good time killer. They don't show the octopus until the very end, which sucks because it looked cool and they needed more screen time with it. But it had all the cool tentacles and all the fake shit from that. Good body count, not bad. Picked up Blood Moon. This one's got Tim Curry in there, Grace Jones, a bunch of others. I haven't watched this one yet. I knew Mood616 said this one is a fantastic werewolf film, so he recommended it, so I picked it up. I got it cheap from good old Amazon. And I picked up finally is the other Scream Factory, the 4 horror movie marathon. It's got The Godsend, The Outing, What's the Matter with Helen? Fuck, can't talk today. And The Vagrant. I watched The Outing the other night. Fun 80s killer genie movie. Loved it. I had to give the other ones a watch. So now I got both 4 horror movie marathons. Next, you guys already seen this one. I've showed this in a video where I picked up this movie called Slash when I was at my horror convention. Yeah, I picked up the fucking screener. It was only 12 minutes, so I actually picked up the whole movie. So what I did was I took a double disc. Let me get this open with one hand. and I put the normal movie on one end and the screener right there for the other end. So I'd say, hey, I got a screener of a film. And I kept the nice shiny cover too. The normal one's just not as shiny. But this was an actually interesting slasher film. But it's not a killer scarecrow. It's a guy dressed up as a scarecrow. Yeah, I just ruined that part. But the rock band was not really a rock band, more of an emo band. Ugh. But, some of the kills were okay. What is bad, I finally had to get it for the end of the series, is Wishmaster 4, The Prophecy Fulfilled. This one sucks, but the completionist in me said, get it now, because it's cheap. So I got it for like $1 or a quarter or something, and paid the good old shipping. Yeah. Next, I picked up The Puppet Masters with Donald Sutherland. This one's a fun little alien invasion film. There are these aliens that attach to your back. They kind of look like manta rays or something weird like that, and they control you as puppets. Pretty cool movie. I saw that was in theaters as a kid, and I loved it. Next, I picked up finally to complete my Carrie collection is the made-for-TV Carrie. This one has got Angeles Bettis as Carrie. So I finally got all the Carrie movies. I got the original, this one, Part 2, The Rage, and the remake. And this one's really good. Picked up Saint Nick. This is a cool Christmas slasher film. I think this one is a Dutch film based on how Saint Nick is an evil bastard and kidnaps kids and goes around killing people with this really cool staff. I've watched it before. It's really good. And I finally picked up Watchers 3. Part 1 and 2 are based off of Dean Koontz. The same as with Part 3, but it's more of a Predator ripoff, where they send a bunch of misfit soldiers into these wildlife to observe and to rescue people. Of course, they come across the dog, and of course the outsider, which is the monster, and of course the monster's going after everybody. But had to get Part 3, and then of course had to get Part 4, Watchers Reborn. This one has got Mark Hamill in it. I think this was a made-for-TV series one. I don't know if this was a Sci-Fi channel. But, again, same thing. It's got the smart dog named Einstein, and you have the outsider going after people who are close to the dog. So the outsider wants to kill everybody and the dog. If you've never seen the Watchers movies, I really suggest watching these 1 and 2. Unfortunately, 1 and 2 is out of print, so it's kind of hard to get. But they're fantastic ones. So, of course, had to get 3 and 4. So, that is my little update haul. So, guys, thanks for watching. If you have any comments, please post them down below. Love to hear from you. And, and since it's still October, enjoy watching all those horror movies, guys. Thanks so much, and take care. Peace.